Hello everyone, welcome back to the data science program. In this video I will cover Python strings, and I will cover all the topics inside Python strings. Python strings are really important from data science point of view. So we will see Python strings, and I will take you guys to the Google Colab notebook where we'll see Python functions and other operations on strings. So we will see strings in Python, and first I will give you the definition. So in programming languages, we call text as strings, but in Python we call strings as the collection of Unicode characters. So first I will show you guys how strings looks like. So if you have a variable like a and you're writing hello, so in programming language we call the collection text as strings, but in Python we call strings as the collection of Unicode characters. And why we say that? Because there's a difference between ASCII characters and Unicode characters. ASCII characters can hold up to 8 bits, but Unicode characters can hold up to 16 bits. That means Unicode characters can hold up to 2 to the power 16 bits. That's why we can even store smiley inside Python strings. So Python strings can hold up to large data, and that's one of the advantage of using Python strings. We can store different types of characters. So now we will it's an example of strings in Python, and now we will see how to create strings in Python. So there are 3 ways you can create strings in Python. I will show all these 3 types one by one. So first we will see first type. The first way you can create a Python string is using a single quote. So suppose you are taking a variable by the name of b, and you can use this simple single quote, and simply you can write hello, and now if you print, now simply print b, and we will get hello. Here we are getting hello. And the other way is by using the double quotes. Suppose we are taking the variable as c, and c equals to, we are using double quotes hello, and we are writing Vikash. And now if you print c, we will get Vikash. Here we will get Vikash. So first way, you can use whatever text you are writing, you have to write it inside this single quote. And the second way is you have to write the string inside the text inside this double quote. And the third is whenever you suppose there is a use when you have to use multi-line sentences. So in that scenario you can use the triple quotes. Suppose you are having a variable by the name of d, and you can use this triple quote, and you can simply write hello Vikash, how are you? If you are writing like long sentences, you can use this triple quotes, and just have to type this and simply print d, and now you will get the output as hello Vikash, how are you? And you can use double quotes here, and you can use double quotes here as well. See, what you can do here is simply write e equals to, you have to use triple quotes only, but you can, in those triple quotes, you can use single quote or double quotes. Like we are using triple quotes here, but we are using single quote for that. Same way you can use double triple quotes. Hello Avinash, let's say hello Avinash, and sorry, and you have to end this with triple double quotes. And now if you print e, we will get this as output. Hello Avina. So these are the three ways you can create Python strings, and it's not difficult, it's really simple. You can create you can easily create a Python strings. And now we will see how to access substring from a string. That means we want to access a part of string. We are not accessing the complete string, we are just accessing the part of string. So in that we will study these topics. We will see indexing. Under indexing we will see positive and negative indexing, and we have one more topic, slicing, where we can extract more than one character at a time. So we will see these topics one by one. So first we will see indexing. Under that we will see positive indexing. So we will see positive indexing. Now we will see positive indexing. So suppose we have a variable by the name of f. Suppose we have f and we have this text, hello. Let's say my name only, gosh. So we have this string, and now we want to, if suppose we want to fetch this h, we don't want this full string, we only want this h. So what you can do here is you can simply type f and just use this f of 0. So f of 0 means you are starting from this point. This h starts from h 0, and this e will be on the first index. So what we can do here is we can print f of 0. That means we will get h as the output here. So we will get h as the output. Sorry, I think by mistake I have used a curly bracket here, so I have to change. I will change this, and now if you print we will get, okay, this will take some time I guess, because the internet is a bit slow. So now if I run, okay, now if I run the cell, we will get hello Vikas as the output. Okay, sorry, because we are fetching only h, we are getting h. So now suppose if you want to fetch this part, hello part, not Vikas. So what we can do here is we can fetch 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We can fetch how we can fetch this hello string, hello part from this complete string. Okay, shit, internet is only not working properly. Just give me a second. Yeah, see, suppose we want to fetch this hello part. So what we can do here is we can print f, and we are starting from 0. And we are going till 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you write 4, we will get the output till this L only, because the last number is not included. So instead of 4 we have to write 5. So now if you take if you write 5 here, we will get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, but this 5 is not included. That means we will get only up till this fourth part. So we will get hello here. So we will get only hello. See, we are getting hello here, and this space is also taken as a string only. So if you take if you write print f of 0 till, okay, sorry, if you're taking 0 till, suppose we are taking till 8. Now you see this space is this space will also be included in this. See, hello, and then space 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This 8 is not included. So even this space is taking one index position. So that's about this positive indexing. And now we will see negative indexing. Here we will see negative indexing. It's taking a bit of time, so sorry about that. So now we will see negative indexing. So negative indexing, we will take one more string here. Suppose we are taking as g. Suppose we are taking the string as g and taking the string as Salman Khan. So you can fetch like a substring of this string by using negative indexing as well. So what we can do here is we can type print, and suppose you are taking g, and if you're giving -1, that means you are starting from the last character. That means we are starting from last character, and we will get n here. We will get n as the output. So we are getting n as the output. And suppose you want to print from this n till this k. So -1, -2, -3, -4. We will go till -4. So I will add one more cell here. I will add one more cell. And what we can do here is we will print g of -1 till -4, and since we are going in the backward direction, we have to use this -1. And now if you see the result, we are going from -1, -2, -3, -4, and we are going in the backward. That's why we are taking this -1. Now if you see the output, and sorry, this last one is not included. So if you want to go till this k, you have to provide -5 here. -5. And now if you print, we will get Khan. H-A-N. See, we are getting N, then A, then H. We are going in the reverse order. And there is one more famous code where you can reverse the string directly. So if you print g of colon -1, this piece of code is used to reverse the string directly. You can simply reverse the string. So this Salman Khan, you can see we are getting n as the first character, A as the second character, H as the third character, K as the. So simply we are reversing this string here. So if you think of the other programming languages where you have to write a proper piece of code just to reverse the string, you can simply do that in Python using this simple piece of you can use this simple code snippet here to reverse the string. So that's one of the biggest advantage of using Python. It's so simple, you can reverse the string by using this simple piece of code. So that's about positive and negative indexing. So we have learned about how to access substring from a string using positive and negative indexing. Now we will see slicing. And I think I have already taught you guys about slicing. See, here we did slicing only. We are fetching, if you're fetching a single character, that means you are fetching you are using indexing. But if you are fetching this piece of string, that means you are using slicing. What I'm trying to say here is suppose we have h equals 2, and let's say MS Dhoni. So if you print h of 1, that means we will get s here. This is called indexing. see, we are getting S. This is called called indexing, because we are fetching a single character. But I will add one more cell. But if you try to extract a, like a proper substring, not only a single character, if you try to extract like a collection of characters, that you can do using this slicing method. So what we will do here is, okay, what we will do here is we will h of we will only extract ms. So we will extract 0 to 0 to 3. This last one is not included, so we will get msd. So actually I during this positive and negative indexing only I have taught you guys about the slicing part. So whatever we have learned here, see, whatever we have learned here in the previous part, this comes under slicing only. So that's about indexing and slicing. You can extract a single character using indexing, positive and negative indexing. If you're extracting from the from left side to the right side, that means you are doing positive indexing. If you are starting from the right side and we are going to the left side, that means you are using negative indexing. So that's about indexing and slicing. And now we will see, I'll just give you one example here. This from this h only we will give one example. Suppose in this h, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, we want to extract Dhoni, I and O. So what we will do here, what we will do here is we will simply print h of, we want to extract I and we want to extract we want to extract I and O. So what we can do here is we will start from minus 1 and we are going till -2, -3, and the last one is not included. That means we have to write -4 here. So we will write -4, and since we are going in the backward direction, reverse direction, we have to write -1. Every time whenever you are going from the right side to the left side, that means you are using negative indexing, you have to give -1. If you're giving -2 here, that means you are skipping this n here. We are printing I, then we are skipping n, then we are printing O. So now if you print, we will get I, n and O as the output. I, n and O. And I will show you one more example where I will give the step size as -2. So same example, the h example, print h of, and we will give -1 till -4, and we will give the step size as -2. So what we are doing here is we are taking this -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. That means we are taking starting from I, then we are skipping n, then we are printing O, then we are skipping h, and then we are done. So now if you print, we will get I, O, that's all. I and O we will get. So that's about indexing and slicing in Python. And now we will see editing and deleting strings. In editing and deleting strings, so first we will see editing. So in editing, I will take one more variable by the name of I, and I will take any actor's name here. Let's say so now if you try to edit this string, suppose we want to change this b, let's say we want to change this b, and in place of b we want to print a. So if you try to do that, suppose we are changing this I of 0, this index position 0 we have b, that means I of 0, if you are changing it to let's say a, let's say we are taking a here, we want to change this b by this a character. And now if you try to print I, you won't get the output. We will get the error here. See, we will get error, and I will show you the error message why we are getting the error here. See, str object does not support item assignment. That means you cannot edit strings. That means strings are immutable. I will write here Python strings are immutable, which means you cannot do changes to the strings. You can't change strings. If you try to here we try to change b equals to a, that means we try to change the string here, but strings are immutable in Python. That means you cannot change strings. So now if you try to delete, we have one more topic here, like deleting strings. Now if you try to delete string, we have I equals to Bobby Devel here, suppose, let's say. So now suppose we have one more variable by the name of j, let's say, and we are taking lion, and if you simply write del of del j, and first I will show you how to print suppose let's say we are printing j. Here we will get lion as the output. And now we can delete. If we try to delete this string here, what we will do here is we will simply delete. Yeah, it's working. My Google Colab is not working properly. Suppose we delete j, and now if we do shift enter, and now if you try to print, now we will try to print j. So what do you think, what will be the output here? Now print j. See why we are getting error here, because there is no j as variable here, because we have already deleted the string j. That means you can delete the complete string. You cannot do changes to the strings. That means strings are immutable. If you try to do changes to strings, it will give you the error. But what you can do is you can delete the complete string. So that's about editing and deleting strings. And now we will see operations on Python. We will see operations on Python one by one. So we have these many operations. We have arithmetic operations, relational operations, and logical and membership loops. So we will see these topics one by one. First I will add a few cells one by one. We will add a few cells. Continue. We will add, yeah, I will add 1 or 2 cells. Yeah, so we will start with the arithmetic operations. So we will start with arithmetic operations. So we are starting with the arithmetic operations. So if you talk about strings in Python, strings, you can do two types of arithmetic operations. The first one is the addition, and the second one is the multiplication. I will directly show you guys. Suppose we are printing let's say we right now in theater there's we have two movies. First one is the two, and try to add if you try to add this with another string, let's say omg2, we have these two movies right now running in theaters. So if we try to concatenate, if you try to add these two strings, and if you try to print, let's see what output we are getting here. See what Python is doing is it's basically concatenating both the strings. So you can basically you can add two strings, it will concatenate both the strings. You can give a space here as well, just to like if you want this if you want a space here between this two movies, you can add one space here, like you can add a space here, you can add a space here, and you can add like this, you can add like this. And now if you print, okay, I think there is some, okay, sorry, or simply you can just add omg2 only. Yeah, simply you can add, and you can add, basically you can concatenate any two strings and you will get the output. You can change these values according to your convenience. And that's about this. No, we have one more, there is one more operation, arithmetic operation. We have this multiplication. So suppose we want to print, let's say this other two only, and we want to take this as string. So we are taking this, and what we are doing here is we are multiplying this by 3, let's say. And now if you print, see, we will get gather 2 3 times. That means you can use multiplication and addition from these arithmetic operations. And now we will see relational operations. We will see relational operations. Now we will see relational operations. Relational operations, you can what we will do here is, suppose we are taking two names, let's say Vikash, and we are using equal to, and we are using Vikash. And now if you see the result, we will get true here. We will get true because both the strings are equal only. So you can use a relational operation. You can use equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. So I will show you a few more examples of relational operations. So I will take Vikash, not, we will see not equal to Vikash, or let's say we will take Shivam. Suppose we are taking Shivam, and now if you try to see the result, we will get false here. We will get okay, we won't get, actually we will get error here because we have not used this quotes, and now it will take some time. Okay, now if I try, what I will do here is I will simply add now I will add okay, there is some issue with my keyboard, I guess. Okay, and now if you run the cell, we will get the output as false. oh sorry, we will get true only because actually Vikas is not equals to Shivam. Now if you write Vikash here, we will get this as false. If you write Vikash, we will get the result as false because Vikash is not equals to Vikas is false only. If you write any other name and if you check that is not equals to Vikash, then we will get true because both are not equal, and that's in same syntax only we are using here. So now I will show you one more example. Let's say I will write I will use this double quote only Vikash, and I will use this greater than let's say Rohit. So now if we try to print the result, we are getting true here. But why we are getting true? What are the parameters Python is using here to what are the parameters Python is using here to show Vikas is greater than Rohit? What Python is doing here is it's basically comparing both these strings lexicographically. What it means is it's Python is basically checking the ASCII value of Vikash and ASCII value of Rohit, and the ASCII value of Vikash is greater than the ASCII value of Rohit. So if you go and check the ASCII value of V, it should be greater than the ASCII value of R. So that's why if you try to print Vikash is greater than Rohit or not, that means and if you try to compare Vikash is greater than Rohit, we are getting true here because the ASCII value of Vikash is greater than the ASCII value of Rohit. So that's about these relational operations, and now we will see functions in strings. We have plenty of functions, but we will see the common ones, and we will see like 20 to 25 functions, and that is going to be more than enough for you guys because most of the times you guys will be using these functions only, and that 5% for the rest 5% you can just go to the Python page and you can see other functions as well, but most of the times, like 95% of the times, you'll be using these many functions in Python. So we will see these functions one by one. So first I will start with the common ones. See, these functions we have these functions in other data types as well, so that's why I have written this these functions at the starting only, because these functions whenever we in future will be covering other data types like list, dictionary, so we will be studying about these functions there as well. So we will see these functions one by one. So len function, what it does is it basically tells you the length of the string. Minimum functions gives you the minimum value of the character in the strings. Max gives you the maximum value. So I will show you guys this one by one. Len of, suppose we are taking len of hello, and now if you see, we are getting 5, so it was 1 2 3 4 5, so the length of this string hello is 5 here. So that's about this len function. So now we will see a min function. Min of let's say Salman Khan. So we will see the output here, min of Salman. See, we are getting it's taking a bit of time, so depending on the ASCII value it will show you the minimum why we are getting space here. If you compare the ASCII value of all these characters, we have a space here, and the ASCII value of space is the minimum compared to all the alphabetic characters, so that's why we are getting a space here. But if you do max of let's say same string, one hunt. Then we won't get this space here, we will get some character here. See, we will get some character whose ASCII value has the maximum value. So I don't know why it's taking so much time. I think internet is only slow, but still we will wait. See, the ASCII value of S has the highest value, so ASCII value of S is greater than the ASCII value of A, L, M, N, K, H and N. So that's why we are getting S as the output here. So that's about max. And now we will see one more called sorted. And suppose in sorted we are giving, suppose we are giving hello only, hello. So what it will do here is, it will basically, depending on the ASCII value, it's basically sorting the characters in ascending order. So this E, here we have E, that means the ASCII value of E has the lowest value and the ASCII value of O has the highest value among these characters. So if you try a space here, and let's say we are giving a space here, and we know the space has the minimum ASCII value. So now if we try to sort, in the first part we should get space. Now if we try to sort, we will get space in the beginning. See, we are getting a space here because the ASCII value of this space has the minimum value and the ASCII value of V has the maximum value among these characters. So that's about this sorted. And there is one more parameter called reverse parameter. You can use reverse parameter. So if you do reverse parameter equals to true, here we have what sorted does is it basically sort the string in ascending order and it stores this string inside this list. But if you do reverse equals to true, okay, if you do reverse equals to true and if you print, now it will sort the string in descending order. It will sort the I think this R should be in caps. I think this R should be in caps. I think why we are getting, okay, we should give comma here. I guess we should give comma. And now if we just wait for few seconds, if you try to run the cell and wait for few seconds, we will get the output as we will get the output in descending order. Why it's taking this much time? This, I think we should use reverse parameter is equal to true only. I think there is some I think we are not using the correct, yeah, you should use this R in small letters. So now what how this Python is sorting this string. See, previously when we sorted the string in without using this reverse equals to true parameter, Python sorted it into the ascending order. Now when you do reverse equals to true, the Python will sort this string in descending order. So we know the ASCII value of V has the highest value. So now we are going in descending order, and that's about these four functions. Now we will see these functions one by one. So suppose we have a variable by the name of k, and we are taking any name. Let's say we are taking some actor's name, and if you do k dot capitalize, if we are using this k dot capitalize, So what this capitalize function will do here is it will basically capitalize the first letter. Here we have used v as small letter, so what it will do is it will change this small v into capital V. See, we will get the output here. Today Google Colab is taking too much time. See, this we have converted this small v into this capital V. So that's the use of this capitalize. Now we will see this title. This title, what it will do is it will basically change both this since there is space, that means we have two titles here, so this will change the first character from both the strings. Actually it's a single string only, but it will change this V and O into capital letter. I will just show k dot title, and now if we see, this is basically you have seen different vlogs. Whenever you go and visit a vlog, you see titles, so they use this format only. See, now we have changed the small v and small o to the capital ones, and now we will see upper and lower. So what upper and lower does is it basically converts the complete string to capital, and lower it converts all the characters to lower characters. So we will see k dot upper, we will see. So if we execute this cell, we will get all these characters as capital characters only. We will get Vivek in capital letters. All the letters will be in capital letters only. And we will take one more variable, because this variable is already in small letters. See, we have converted this to complete capital letters. That's the way you can use upper function. And we will create one more variable, L equals to let's say any one previous. Now what we will do is okay, what I will do here is I will change few of the characters to capital. Rohan 3. So we have two characters as capital letters. So now if we try to change L dot, we will change this to lower. We will change this to lower. So what will happen here is even though we have this N and P as capital letters, it will convert this N and P to the small letters, and rest of the letters is already in small letters, so it won't change these letters. So basically we will get all the letters as small letters only. See, we are getting the text in small letters. So we have one more swap case. Let's say we have a variable by the name of M, and we are taking so we have the string here, we have the collection of small letters and capital letters. So what swap case will do here is it will basically change the upper letters to small letters and small letters to upper letters. M dot sorry, this M has to be in small because we have taken the variable in small letters. M dot swap case, and now if we try to execute this cell, we will get all the small letters into all the small letters are converted into the capital ones, and all the capitals are converted into the small ones. So we have covered capitalized, title, upper, lower, and swap case, and we have covered few more functions. Now we will see these three functions one by one. So now we will see count. So let's say we have a string here. Hello. Let's say we have a string here. How are you doing, man? So suppose we have a string here, and we will use this count on this string. So what we will do here is we will type count, and inside this count, suppose we want to count let's say O. We want to count O. Okay, sorry, we want to count this O. So now if we try to execute this cell, it will give you the total number of O's present inside this complete string. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, and we have 4. You can use this count if you can use this count for any strings. You can use different strings, and you can use this count function, and we will see now. We will see the find function now. So let's say we are using this same string here. We will just copy this, and we will paste it over here. I will paste it over here. See, and now we will use find. So now if you try to find, let's say we are finding H. We are finding H. So see, it's showing H is available on the 0th index. Similarly, if you try to give E, and if you try to run the cell, see, we are getting E on the first index. Suppose we have few characters which are repeated in this string. Suppose we have L 2 times here. So if you try to find L inside the string, see, we are getting 2. The first occurrence will be taken into consideration. So 0, 1, and 2. That means the first occurrence of L will be counted, and rest of the L is not counted. So that's why we are getting 2 here. And same way you can use any character. Let's say same way you can use any character. E, we will get 1 here. That's the way you can use find. There's one more thing I have to show you guys. Let's say we are using the same, and we are using find, and let's say we are finding Z, and we know we don't have Z here. Let's say, let me check, we don't have a Z here. So now if you try to run the cell, we don't have a Z in this string. We are getting -1. Always remember, whenever you're using the find function, and whenever you don't have a character here, or you don't have a string, we will get -1 as the output. And now we will see this index. We will see index. We will use the same. We will use the same string, and we will see index. So basically, index and find both work similarly only. So if you try to find, like, if you use index function, and if you give E, we will get the same output as the find function. In find function we got 1 as the output. Here also we will get 1 only as the output. See, so basically find and index function both work similar only, both are like brothers only. So what's the difference? Why we are using index? Why we are using 2 functions instead of 1? We can use only 1 function. No, why to use 2 functions? So I'll tell you the difference. We will see one difference here. So in find function, what we observed is, suppose there is suppose if we try to fetch some characters which are not present in the strings, we will get -1 as the result. But same way if you try to find a character which is not present inside the string using index function, if you try to search z, here we won't get -1 as the output, here we will get error. If you wait for the result, we will get the error here. See, we are getting the error symbol because both are different. Apart from this difference, both work similar only. So see, substring not found, here we are getting substring not found, but in find function, even though we don't have a string z, still we are getting an output there, and that output is equals to -1. So that's about this three functions: count, find, and index. Now we will move to starts with and ends with functions inside Python strings. So we will see the same string, and we will type dot starts with, yeah, okay, we will take the starts with, and now we already know this string starts with this small h. So if we use dot starts with, and if we give small h, we should get true as the output. So we will get true as the output. See, we are getting true as the output. Same way, if you use dot starts with, and if you give let's say if you are giving j, so our string does not starts with a j here, so we should get the output as false. So we will get the output as false only. See, we are getting the output as false. So that's about this starts with. Actually, you can use this function to check whether whether a string starts with that character or not, or whether with any strings start with a particular strings or not. So now we will see ends with function in Python strings. We will see we will use the same string, and we will use ends with, and we will see here our strings ends with n. So if we try to give n, we should get true as the output, true. And we will add one more cell, here, and we will paste the same strings, ends with, and suppose we are giving some different character, we will get false as the output here. See, we are getting false as the output. And now we will see one important function called format function. So why we use this format function, and what this format function does, it basically is used to add value to the variables. So I'll give you one example. Suppose you go to a website, you log into the website. So when you log into some websites, they have this text called hello, and followed by your name. Let's say your name is Rohit, so hello Rohit. So what they are doing there is, they are basically creating a variable, and they are storing that particular name inside that variable. They are taking that name from the database, and they are storing it inside the variable. So you can do that using that format function. I'll show you guys how to do that. So I don't know why it's taking so much time, so sorry about that. Just wait for, okay, sorry, I have to type here. So I will create two variable here. Let's say our first variable is profession. So profession equals to, let's say, cricketer. suppose the profession is cricketer. We have one variable as profession and cricketer, and let's say we have one more variable called salary. So salary, suppose we salary is equals to, let's say, 50,000. Salary is equals to 50,000. So we have two variables here, profession and salary. And now what we will do here, suppose we are taking a string here. I'm typing hello my let's say hello I am a, and we are using this curly bracket. So what we will do here is this the syntax for format. So what we will do here is we have simply we have not written any profession here. So what we will do here is we will basically fetch this profession variable, and we will whatever the value is present inside this variable, we will directly fetch it into this curly bracket here. So hello I am a, and then say and my salary is, and I am giving this, okay, and dot format. Now what we have to do here is, see, we have this curly bracket, we have two here, so we have to give two values here. So what I will do here is, basically in the first bracket I will assign this profession value, and in the second bracket I will assign the salary value. So in first I will write profession comma, and second I will write salary. And now if I run the cell, we will get the output as hello I am a, and the value is cricketer. So hello I am a cricketer, and my salary is we will get the value as 50,000, like that. See, hello I am a cricketer and my salary is 50,000. So what we did here is we basically used a format function inside Python strings, and we have created two brackets. And always remember, the first value will go into this first bracket and the second value will go into the second bracket. And one more thing what you can do here is you can give numbers as well. Suppose here we are getting 0, that means we are getting profession. Here we are getting 1. You can change, you can give 1 value here and you can give 0 value here. If you give 1 value here, that means we will get the salary value here, and if you give 0 here, we will get profession value here. But you don't have to do that. Actually, basically you can use this syntax to you can use this syntax to provide value to the variable, and it's a really important function, and you will be using this function in the data journey quite a lot time. So that's about this format function. And now we will see these functions: is alpha, is alpha, is alnum, is alpha, is digit, and is identifier, one by one. So suppose we have a string here, is alpha. So suppose we have a string here, let's say cell, and we are using dot is alpha. We are using is alpha. So dot is alpha, and we are simply running the cell. So we will get the output as true. We will get the output as true. Why? Because this is alpha. What all these functions will do here is, it will basically check whether this string will belong to a particular whether this string belongs to a particular category or not. So here we are checking whether this string belongs to this alpha category or not. Alpha means all the characters inside this string should be alpha alphabets. So basically we have all the alphabets here. That means is alpha is giving us true. So suppose we are adding one more string here, cell 1 2 3, and now if we do is alpha, now we will get the output as false, because we apart from alphabets we have numbers as here as well. So we will get output as false, sorry, we will get the output. Okay, there is some is alpha. Okay, there is a spelling mistake, so I will rectify this alpha. Now we will get the output as false. We will get the output as false here, because we don't have all the characters as alphabets here. We have alphabets and digits as well. So that's about this alpha num is, sorry, that's about this is al num. Now we will see is alpha. Sorry, actually I've given you the example of this one, and now we will see is al num. Now we will see. I don't know why it's taking too much time. Now we will see is al num. So we will take okay, we will take 1 2 3 dot is al num, is al num, and now we will see, we will get true because we have all the characters as numbers here. So is al num equals to true. We will see one more example. Let's say 1 2 3 a b c and dot is al num. See, we are getting okay, is al num, actually it will show you the true value only because it's alpha and number both. So here also we have numbers, that's why we are getting true. Here we have alpha and number. So now if we try to give up anything apart from this alphabet and digit, if you try to give, yeah, now if we give this percentage symbol here, and now if you print, we will get false here. We will get false. See, we are getting false. And now we will see is digit. We will check whether all the characters are a digit or not. So we will add one more cell. We will add few cells here, and now we will see is digit. So 1 2 3 dot is digit, is digit. Okay, is digit, and it will show you the output as true. We will see one more, 1 2 3 and a b c, and now if we do is digit, we will get the output as false. We will get the output as false. Now we have let me check whether we have anything else. We have one more, is identifier. So in the beginning of this course only I have discussed about identifiers. So there are few rules to write identifiers. So I will show you guys. You cannot start with a digit. So if you are starting with a digit, let's say Vikash, so now if you do is identifier, so it's not an identifier because it's starting with a digit. It cannot start with a digit. So is identifier. So is identifier, so we will get the output as false here. We will get the output as false, and we will add few cells. We will add few cells, and now if you see, if you write Vikash, sorry, if you write Vikash and 1, now if you do is digit, you can write digit afterwards, but you cannot start with a digit. So if you do is identifier, we will get the output as true. And if you can use only underscore as the special characters, and you cannot use any other special characters apart from underscore. So suppose we are writing Vic underscore ash. So and now if we do, we have used underscore, so you can use underscore is identifier. This will show us the output as true. But apart from this underscore, if you try to use any other special character, let's say VIK, let's say we are using hyphen ASH, and now if you try to use this is identifier, we will get the output as false. So we have only yeah, that's about these functions. Alpha is alnum will check whether the string has alphabets and numbers or not. If we have numbers, it will show you true. If we have alphabets, it will show you true. If we have combination of both, it will show you true. Is alpha will check whether the string has all the alphabets or not. If is digit will check whether all the characters are digit or not. Is identifier, I've already taught you guys. So now we will see split and join. So we will see split. So what split does is, it basically, suppose we have this string. Let's say we will reduce the length of the string. We will reduce the length of the string here, and let's say we are using this split function. So what it will do is, it will basically split on the basis of space, and it will store all the characters one by one inside a list. So if I run the cell, all the characters will be stored one by one inside a list. See, on the basis of space, basically split what it does is, it basically splits the string on the basis of space. So suppose we are adding Kumar and Mishra. So now if we try to run the cell, we will get it will split the string on the basis of space. We have a space here, that's why we have one string here, then we have a space here, then we have a space here. So, and it stores this values inside a list. So same way we can use join function. Join is basically the reverse of split. So what join does is, it basically combines this value. Suppose we are using join on this value, so then we will get the output as hello Vikash Kumar Mishra. So I will show you guys one example. Suppose we are using join. Suppose we are using join, and inside join we are giving inside a list we have to give, suppose we are giving hello, okay, hello, and then space, and then Vikash, and then space, and then Kumar, and then space, comma, and then Mishra. So basically join, here whatever we have got, we are basically converting this back to this string. So on the basis of space here, so we have provided the space here. On the basis of space we are joining these. So now we will run the cell, and we will get the output as hello Vikash Kumar Mishra. See, we are getting hello Vikash Kumar Mishra. We will give here. See, on the basis of space we are, you can what you can do here is, I'll just copy this and I will add one more cell. Okay, I don't know why it's working so slow. I will add one more cell. I'll try to add one more cell. Okay, I don't know why it's taking. Okay, by the time this cell will get executed, I will show you guys this strip function. Let me check. Yeah, we now we can add. See, what? Let me check. Okay, now I'll come to this strip. We have studied this split function and join function. Basically both are opposite of each other. This split basically splits the string on the basis of one more thing I have to teach you guys is what you can do here is you okay, what you can do here is suppose you want to join this on the basis of this hyphen, and dot join and inside this join, suppose we are giving the output as hello, and now we are giving Vikash. So now what will happen is it will basically join these two strings, and it will join these two strings on the basis of this hyphen. So between this hello and Vikash we will get hyphen. Previously what we did is we basically joined the strings on the basis of space. Now we will see, we will run this cell and we will get the output hello and then hyphen and then Vikash. See, we are getting hello Vikash. Now we will see this is strip function. See, strip is a really useful function. So suppose we are adding a string, okay, and if you do dot and suppose and okay, and suppose after this Kumar we have and we have given too many spaces, and now if you do dot strip, now if you do strip, so what it will do is it will basically remove all these spaces and it will show you the output. Just wait for a few seconds and we will get the output. Dot strip on the basis of, I think we have to provide this space, and now if you try to print, okay, let me check. Now if we try to print, I don't know why it's taking too much time. Let me, Google Colab is really working slow, so I will just check why this is not working. Let me check strip, let me check. So suppose we are giving the string as Vikash Kumar and we are giving too many spaces here. Okay, we are giving too many spaces here and we are using dot strip. And now if you try to print, see, now we are getting, see, that's the correct way. See, suppose we have written our name, and suppose there is some error with our keywords. People face this problem a lot of times. So what happens is, suppose you have pressed some key, and what it will do is, suppose you have entered this space one time, so it will take up to like 10 times or 20 times. It might go up to so many numbers. So what will happen is, you have given space too many times. So what you can do is, you can basically use this dot strip function, and what it will do, it will eliminate all these spaces after the string here. See, we have given space here, so it has eliminated all these spaces here, and it has given us the output as Vikash Kumar. So that's about this strip function. And now we have one last function called replace function, and we will see this replace function, and we will see one example. Suppose we have a string Vikash Kumar Mishra. Suppose in place of Kumar we have written Kumar, RRR, and okay, suppose we have this string, and we want to change this Kumar, we want to replace this Kumar by Kumar. So what we will do here is, we will use replace, and we will use we will replace this Kumar with Kumar. And now if we try to print, Vikash Kumar, I think there is some error. Let me check. I think we should, I think the value which you want to replace should be in the second space. So Kumar, we want to by KUMARRR. Okay, we have to give, we should give, I will just replace. Okay, now we want to replace this Kumar by with, we want to replace this Kumar with Kumar. And now if we print, we will get the correct output. Yes, again we are getting the error, KUMM. Okay, let me check it again. Okay, Kumar with, now why we are getting the error here? Okay, there is some error, I guess. I think there is some syntax error. Suppose we are using I will just change this to Vikash dot replace. We are replace, suppose we are replacing this I with A. Now if you try to print, I don't know. Okay, so again I did some mistake. See, actually we got the output here. Replace I H. Let me check. Now if we try to print, Now just wait for a few seconds, and now I think we will get the correct. See, that's the correct syntax. Actually, what I did wrong, what I did was, actually I was not using the correct syntax. So what we have to do here is, you have to write the text string, and then you have to use this dot replace, and you want to replace the first character has to be the character which you want to replace. So we want to replace this I with A, so we have used this A here. So we have got A, and rest of the string is same. So we will see one more example. We will use some, let's say, we will use VIKASS. So now we want to change, we want to replace this B by V. So we want to replace this B with this V, and now you will get the correct name. Actually, since it's a long video, so it's like really difficult to focus. I've been focusing from since last one, I guess. So that's why I was not focused enough. So that's why I did the syntax error. But that's the correct syntax. You can use this syntax to replace strings. Again, it's taking time, but we will get the correct output here. See, we got the output here. So that's about the strings. We have covered a lot of topic in this video, and actually I think this is one of the biggest, longest video this is going to be the longest video on my YouTube channel. And that's about strings. We have covered all the topic: strings, creating strings. We have created we have studied about accessing strings, substrings from strings. We did indexing, positive, negative. We did slicing, both positive and negative. Editing and deleting strings, we studied that as well. And we did operations on Python strings. Operation on Python strings, I forgot to write strings here. So operation on Python strings. And we have studied a function in strings. We have studied almost 25 functions in strings. So we have covered everything inside strings. So that's about this video. Thank you for watching.